Myself, Dr. Vipla Kohli, Professor, Department of Botany, Government Science College, Raipur. Today I am going to teach you phytochrome. It is in the syllabus of MSc second semester, paper 3rd, unit 4. First, introduction. We know that in angiospermic plants, seeds germinated to produce seedlings which grow further and shows vegetative growth for a while. After some time or after the completion of vegetative growth, reproductive growth starts and plants start to produce flower. Development of flower is affected by mainly two factors, light and temperature. So light is an important environmental factor which control plant growth and development. The process by which light control the growth and development, this process is known as photomorphogenesis. Photomorphogenesis involves the inhibition of stem elongation, differentiation of chloroplast, and accumulation of chlorophyll and the expansion of leaves. In absence of light, elongated stem, undifferentiated chloroplast, and unexpanded leaves are developed. This is called scotomorphogenesis. The process is entirely different from photosynthesis, where light is used only as a source of energy. One important example of photomorphogenesis is the formation of flower, because flowers are formed after receiving a certain period of light. For photomorphogenesis, light is received by a specific pigment called photoreceptor, which formed in the leaves of plant. There are three major classes of photoreceptors: phytochrome, cryptochrome, and phototropins. Phytochrome absorbs red and infrared light. Cryptochrome absorbs the violet and blue light. Phototropins also absorb blue light. Now, phytochrome is a photoreceptor which absorbs red and infrared light. It is most abundant in etiolated seedlings. Thus, most biochemical studies or researches have been carried out on chromatophore from etiolated tissues. During the day, phytochrome content is very low in green leaves. It is widely distributed in the plant kingdom. In higher plants, 75% of total phytochrome is located in protoplast, while remaining 25% divided equally between the vascular and epidermal tissue. Now, discovery of phytochrome. Gardner and Allard were the first scientists who initiated the principles of photoperiodism and concluded the length of day controlled the flowering. Photoperiodism is the response of plant to photoperiod. Photoperiod is the period of light required for flowering, is known as photoperiod, and the response of photoperiod is known as photoperiodism. On this basis, Gardner and Allard classified plants into three groups: short day plants, long day plants, and day neutral plants. Short day plants require a photoperiod which is less than 12 hours for flowering. They are also called as long night plants because they require long dark period for the flowering. A flash of light in dark phase breaks the continuity of dark phase, hence no flowering occur. Soybean, tobacco, chrysanthemum, chenopodium, etc. are the examples of short day plants. Whereas in long day plants, the photo period is more than 12 hours, which may vary from 14 to 18 hours. They also called as short night plants because they require short dark period and long day or light period for flowering. A flash of light given to long day plant during long dark period can induce flowering during short day period. Spinach, lettuce, radish, maize are the example of long day plants. Day neutral plants, third type, is not affected by length of the day. They can flower if the light period is from few hours to continuous illumination. Potato, tomato, beans are the plants in this group. Next, in 1932, Borthwick and Hendrick worked on the effect of red and far red light on the germination of lettuce seed and concluded that red light stimulates the germination whereas far red light inhibits the germination of lettuce seed. Flint 1936 also worked on red and far red light effect on the germination of lettuce seeds. They concluded that radiation used last determined the response in the plant. They concluded or they observed that in dark lettuce seeds did not germinate. Red light stimulates the germination whereas far red light inhibits the germination. When lettuce seeds were exposed to alternating treatment of red and far red light, about 100% of the seeds that received red light as the last treatment seeds germinated. In seeds that received far red light as the final treatment, germination was strongly inhibited. This is the experiment of Flint. In first petri plate, in dark there is no germination. In red, germination is 100%. Next, when red and far red light alternately given to the seeds, red red light is the final radiation received by the seeds. There is no germination. Red, far red and red light, again germination shows because red light is the final received by the seeds. The effect of the light treatment depended on the last treatment given. This is the conclusion of Flint experiment. By this experiment, two interpretations were possible. One is that there are two pigments, a red light absorbing pigment and a far red light absorbing pigment, and both the pigments act antagonistically in the regulation of seed germination. Second, there may be a single pigment that can exist in two forms. These forms are interconvertible forms, red light absorbing form and far red light absorbing form. Borthwick, Hendrick and Parker in 1952, this red and far red light reversibility was demonstrated in the case of flowering leaves of soybean were exposed to light of different wavelengths during the long dark periods. Because soybean is a short day plant, it required long dark period for flowering. The long dark period is exposed to light of different wavelengths, and the findings were the wavelength 660 nm or red color was inhibit the flowering. Far red light reverse the effect of red light and flowering takes place. This is called red far red reversibility photoreaction. If far red radiation is followed by red light, flowering will again be inhibited. In other words, the radiation used last in the sequence will determine the response in the plant. In 1959, they isolated the pigment from etiolated corn seedlings and was named as phytochrome. This is the diagrammatic representation of soybean experiment on leaves of soybean. Soybean is a short day plant. It requires short light duration and dark long duration. Flowering occurs when the dark duration is long. When a flash of red light given during dark long duration, flowering inhibited because red light breaks the longer night into two short nights. The red light is followed by FRL या far red light, which reverse the effect of red light, and flowering takes place in third bar. Structure of phytochrome. Phytochrome is a soluble chromoprotein with molecular weight of about 250 kilodalton. It occurs as a dimer having two subunits, each with 125 kDalton molecular weight. Each subunit consists of two components, chromophore and apoprotein. Chromophore is light absorbing pigment molecule. It is non-cyclic open chain tetrapyrrole in which 4 pyrrole rings are arranged in a row and termed as phytochromobilin. Apoprotein is polypeptide chain. Apoprotein and chromophore make up the holoproteins, which is active form of phytochrome. Chromophore is attached to apoprotein through the thioether linkage to cysteine residues. Here A, B, C and D are 4 pyrrole rings are arranged in a ring. Cysteine residues of apoprotein attached with sulfur molecule of chromophore through a thioether linkage and form a holoprotein. Phytochrome exists in two forms: phytochrome red or PR form, phytochrome far red or PFR form. Phytochrome red form is blue-green in color. Phytochrome is synthesized in PR form in green leaves. It absorbs red light of 660 nm wavelength. When PR absorbs red light, it is converted into the PFR form. Whereas phytochrome far red, it absorbs far red light of 730 nm wavelength. It is green in color, and the PFR form is active form which initiates biological responses. When PFR form absorbs far red light, it is converted into PR form. Interconversion of PR and PFR forms. The interconversion of PR and PFR form is occur in presence of light. जब रेड लाइट PR फॉर्म पर रेड लाइट पड़ती है तब इट इज़ कन्वर्टेड इनटू PFR फॉर्म. PFR फॉर्म अगेन रिसीव far red light and converted back to PR form. This process is known as photoreversibility. When PR molecules are exposed to light, most of the PR converted into PFR form, but some of the PFR form also absorb red light and converted back to PR, because both PR and PFR absorb red light. Thus, the portion of phytochrome PFR form in presence of red light is only about 85%. Similarly, the far red light absorbed by PR form converted into PFR form in presence of red FR light converted into PR form. PR form again absorb, PR form भी far red light को absorb करके PFR में convert हो जाता है. Means PFR and PR both absorb far red light. Thus, the proportion of phytochrome PR form in presence of far red light is only 97% and 3% PFR is achieved. This equilibrium is termed as photostationary state. This is diagrammatic representation of PR and PFR interconversion. In dark, PR form is synthesized, which is inactive form. PR form on absorption of red light converted into PFR form, which is active form and initiates several biological responses. It promotes seed germination, shade avoidance, photoperiodism, circadian rhythm. This PFR form absorbed far red light converted into PR form, which is inactive version of phytochrome. Chemical changes during interconversion of PR and PFR form of phytochrome. In phytochrome, chromophore absorbs the light conformational changes in the phytochrome are initiated by the changes in the chromophore. After absorption of light, the PR chromophore undergoes a cis-trans isomerization of the double bond between carbons 15 and 16 and rotation of the carbon number 14 and 16 single bond. There is further evidence that the protein also undergoes photochemically induced conformational changes. The principal difference between PR and PFR chromophore is cis-trans isomerization of the methane bridge between pyrrole ring C and D. Now, difference between two forms of phytochrome PR form and phytochrome far red form. We know that PR form is inactive form of phytochrome, whereas PFR form is active form of phytochrome. PR form absorb red light, whereas phytochrome PFR absorbs 730 nm of far red light. Chromophore is blue-green in color, whereas PFR form is green in color. PR form does not initiate biological responses because it is an inactive form of phytochrome, whereas phytochrome PFR initiates biological responses. PR form converted into PFR form in presence of red light, whereas PFR form is converted into PR form in presence of far red light. It is found diffuse throughout the cytosol. PFR form is usually found in discrete areas of cytosol. Synthesis of phytochrome in प्लास्टिड्स. क्रोमोफोर और एपोप्रोटीन दो अलग अलग जगह पर सेल के अंदर बनते हैं. प्लास्टिड्स के अंदर क्रोमोफोर का सिंथेसिस होता है. प्लास्टिड से ये क्रोमोफोर डिफ्यूज़ होकर साइटोसोल में आ जाते हैं, जबकि एपोप्रोटीन का इनिशिएशन या फॉर्मेशन न्यूक्लियस से मैसेज मिलने के बाद फाइटोक्रोम के एपोप्रोटीन का सिंथेसिस होता है. क्रोमोबिलिन या क्रोमोफोर एपोप्रोटीन का कॉम्बिनेशन यहाँ साइटोसोल के अंदर होता है और एक कंप्लीट फाइटोक्रोम होलो प्रोटीन का फॉर्मेशन होता है. ये फाइटोक्रोम का सिंथेसिस पीआर फॉर्म में होता है और ये पीआर फॉर्म इसलिए रेड लाइट को एब्जॉर्ब करके फार पीएफआर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है. नाउ एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ फाइटोक्रोम. Phytochrome regulates the timing of flowering based on the length of day and night, means it regulates the photoperiodism and circadian rhythms. Some other responses are the germination of seeds, elongation of seedlings, size, shape and number of leaves, the synthesis and accumulation of chlorophyll and the straightening of the epicotyle or hypocotyle hook of dicot seedlings, Mainly phytochromes are found in leaves of most plants. Phytochrome control the flowering in the plants by red and far red light. Phytochrome and long day plant. Long day plants means the plants which require long photo period and short dark period and uses the flowering in the long day plant. A flash of red light during the dark period induces flowering in long day plant, and the effect is reversed by a flash of red light, far red light. This response indicates the involvement of phytochrome. Phytochrome and short day plant. In short day plant, a flash of red light during the dark period inhibits the flowering and the effect is reversed by a flash of red light. ये डायग्राम शॉर्ट डे प्लांट्स लॉन्ग डे प्लांट्स पर लाइट के इफ़ेक्ट को शो करता है. इन फर्स्ट हाफ शॉर्ट डे प्लांट्स में हम देख रहे हैं कि जहाँ पर लाइट पीरियड अगर लंबा होता है एज़ कंपेयर टू डार्क पीरियड, यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग नहीं होगी. डार्क पीरियड इज़ लॉन्गर देन लाइट पीरियड, देन फ्लावरिंग अकर. ये शॉर्ट डे प्लांट्स के अंदर लॉन्ग डार्क पीरियड होना ज़रूरी है, इसलिए यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग हो जाती है. इफ़ लॉन्ग डार्क पीरियड में यदि रेड लाइट का फ्लैश दिया जाता है तब यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग नहीं होती है, क्योंकि लॉन्ग डार्क पीरियड इज़ ब्रेक डाउन इन टू शॉर्ट डार्क पीरियड्स, इसलिए यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग नहीं होती है. सेकेंड हाफ में लॉन्ग डे प्लांट्स दिखाए हैं. लॉन्ग डे प्लांट्स में लॉन्ग लाइट या डे और फोटो पीरियड की आवश्यकता होती है, जबकि डार्क पीरियड यहाँ पर शॉर्ट होगा, तब यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग होती है. व्हेन डार्क पीरियड इज़ लॉन्गर देन शॉर्ट पीरियड, फ्लावरिंग नहीं होगी. मीन्स अगर कोई प्लांट समर सीजन में फ्लावरिंग कर रहा है, विंटर में वहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग नहीं होगी, क्योंकि विंटर सीजन में डार्क पीरियड इज़ लॉन्गर देन द फोटो पीरियड. इस विंटर सीजन में ही या लॉन्ग डार्क पीरियड में यदि रेड लाइट के द्वारा नाइट ब्रेक कर दी जाती है तब यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग हो जाती है. ये इफ़ेक्ट is reversed by this red light effect is reversed by PFR. यहाँ पर जो रेड लाइट है ये डार्क पीरियड को दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देती है, जबकि PFR या फार रेड लाइट ये डार्क पीरियड को दो भाग में डिवाइड नहीं करती है. इसलिए शॉर्ट डे प्लांट में यदि रेड लाइट फ्लावरिंग इनहिबिट करती है, फार रेड लाइट यहाँ पर फ्लावरिंग स्टिमुलेट करती है. Phytochrome controls shade avoidance. Seedlings that are shaded by taller plants that grow above them will show a shade avoidance response. Shade avoidance response involves increased elongation growth of stems and petioles and inhibition of leaf expansion. As a result, the seedling will grow above of what causes the shade. and perform more efficiently the process of photosynthesis. इस डायग्राम में हम देख रहे हैं कि ये एक प्लांट बीच में जो है वो दो बड़े प्लांट के द्वारा शेड किया जा रहा है। यहाँ पर शेड अवॉइडेंस रिस्पॉन्सेस के कारण स्टेम और पेटियोल का इलोंगेशन होता है, लीव्स में एक्सपेंशन नहीं होता है। ये स्टेम लंबा होकर के शेड करने वाले प्लांट से ऊपर निकल जाता है और ये फोटोसिंथेसिस की प्रोसेस यहाँ पर एफिशिएंटली परफॉर्म की जाती है। The R-FR ratio and shading. As shading increases, R-FR ratio decreases. शेडिंग इंक्रीज होती है अगर, तब वहाँ पर R-FR रेशो डिक्रीज हो जाता है। डायग्राम में हम देख सकते हैं कि लाइट में जहाँ पर प्लांट नॉर्मली ग्रो कर रहा है, यहाँ पर रेड और फार रेड लाइट का रेशो हाई होता है, क्योंकि इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ लाइट आर इज़ कन्वर्टेड इनटू एफ आर, फार रेड लाइट या PFR फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। द हाई रेशो होने के कारण यहाँ पर नॉर्मल ग्रोथ पाई जाती है। इन शेडिंग, शेड में होने के कारण फार रेड लाइट की प्रेजेंस में ये PFR R में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है और रेशो R और FR का रेशो यहाँ पर डिक्रीज हो जाता है। हायर रेट ऑफ स्टेम एक्सटेंशन के लिए ये रेशो लो होना ज़रूरी होता है। द लोअर द PFR टू टोटल फाइटोक्रोम रेशो, द हायर द रेट ऑफ स्टेम एक्सटेंशन। जितना रेशो डिक्रीज होगा, स्टेम एक्सटेंशन की रेट हायर होती है। ये रेशो अगर कम हाई होता है, इंक्रीज रेशो होता है, उस समय स्टेम इलोंगेशन, पेटियोल इलोंगेशन, इनहिबिशन ऑफ लीफ एक्सपेंशन सब की रेट कम हो जाती है। नेक्स्ट इफेक्ट, फाइटोक्रोम प्रमोट्स डीइटियोलेशन। Seedlings that grow in dark shows etiolated growth. Etiolated growth में मेन जो फीचर्स दिखाई देते हैं, येलो अनएक्सपेंडेड कॉटिलेडन्स, अपाइकल हुक, प्रेजेंस ऑफ अपाइकल हुक, लॉन्ग हाइपोकोटाइल। Seedlings grow in red light or white light. White light also act as a red light. Red light में जो प्लांट ग्रो करेंगे वहाँ पर ग्रीन एक्सपेंडेड कॉटिलिडन्स, नो अपाइकल हुक, शॉर्ट हाइपोकोटाइल पाया जाता है। रेड लाइट प्रमोट्स क्लोरोप्लास्ट development and accumulation, leaf expansion. Leaves are also growing in upright position, allowing optimum light impact. Active phytochrome promotes seedling development that is optimal for photosynthesis. This is the structure, discovery, photochemical and biochemical properties of phytochrome जो हमने अभी डिस्कस की है। इसके लिए इन बुक्स को फॉलो किया गया है। सैलिसबरी, Ross and Salisbury Plant Physiology है, Plant Physiology by Tej and Giger, Plant Physiology by Devlin. Now at the last, thank you.